Good evening, Ruskin enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright. Now, this will be an Abnormal Barders video, don't you worry, but I kind of have to point out what's happening tomorrow. For October 31st, on the Thursday, not only am I going to look at the brand new skins in the brand new Rust store, but we're having ourselves a fun little Halloween event right here. On the Art of Rust server, which will be linked in the description, tomorrow, we are going to have ourselves a bit of a protest. In support of Mr. Shadowhopper, with his dedication over the past year, he has basically been begging for the likes of Bone Walls throughout all of 2024. He has basically been posting a bone or skeletal related image every single day for like the past 300 days. It's almost 365. It's almost the complete year. So me noticing this, I thought, well, we could probably go ahead and have like a fun protest as a joke. And it basically developed into a gigantic haunted castle Halloween event now. So this is all kicking off tomorrow. Again, look in the description and you'll see the link to the Art of Rust server. When you're in, go to the chat /Hedge. You'll teleport to this area. There won't be any issues. Cool. So you get the idea. Awesome. So you're more than welcome to jump in. What we're going to do is we're going to chuck you in these fight pits, which you can hardly see because we've filled it up with fog. And you can jump on the likes of the cauldrons, you know, you can use that to help you out, but have fun jumping in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut people's heads off and we're going to make our own bone wall. Because if Face Punch won't want to make a bone wall themselves, we're just going to have to make the bone wall ourselves. So yeah, we're going to get a bone wall regardless, and yes, a head has a skull in it, so it counts. Shut up. So we'll see what this amounts to, but yes, we'll have Shadowhopper in, we'll be there to support him. He's going to be begging, demanding, ranting for his bone walls, and we'll see what this amounts to. Just a fun, goofy, silly idea. If you can make it, I'll be super grateful. If you can't, it is what it is. It's fine. It's October 31st. You probably already have plans. So, all right. That'll be starting probably around 7 to 8 p.m. UK time, so London time. If you can make it, again, as I said, super happy about that. So, I hope you look forward to it. And now let's start focusing, talking about the likes of the Abnormal Barders. Alright, how you doing? So, Halloween Week 2. On SMDD you can basically see all the reintroduced items. Now, of course, we also happen to have the brand new item over here, the Dracula cape. Now, I've got the likes of a short video showcasing it and also pointing out the details. Whilst it is technically a brand new entity produced by Face Punch themselves, technically speaking, it's just basically a jacket skin. It's a cool looking jacket skin, and yes, you can wear a hoodie with it, and no, you cannot see the hoodie. It just looks as if you're only wearing that cape. So again, watch that short video right there to get a good understanding of likes that. I want to talk about it, but I want to save it for last. I want to go through all the skins first, because this is actually not coming out tonight. This was introduced on Monday, which means the Dracula cape will become marketable Sunday night going into Monday morning, midnight, London time this weekend. Yep. I hope you're looking forward to it. I know, but that's how it's going to go down. So let's focus the skins and talk about the likes of that Witch Garage door, because it's done over 41,000 subscribers. Now, if you watch the likes of my 48-hour analysis over here, I wasn't really sure what it was going to do. I thought it was going to slow down and only end up with 34 to 36,000 subscribers. Oh, it weren't right there, was I? Oh, no, I was not. So, okay, I have to get this out. I'm a little bit concerned. Of course, I made this video here questioning what's going on with the design. How was it made? Was it with AI? A lot of people definitely think it was made with AI. I don't think the skin creator actually has stepped forward and said anything. Face Punch did. Face Punch wasn't exactly very happy. Anyway, so I can't help but assume a lot of people were, you know, listening in regards to the commotion and thought, oh, if he broke a rule to make that, are they going to remove it from the Rust store? And chances are a lot of people just instantly assumed, well, I should probably go buy a bunch of them, because if it becomes rare, like the Neon Dragon Garage door from Lunar New Year, it might turn into a $300 skin, and then I'll be able to make a lot of money. Failing to realise that it already sold a lot. Remember, with the first 24 hours of sales, that did like 17,000 subscribers. Yeah, it was a bit ridiculous. Anyway. So, yeah. I've got to think on it. I've got to question it. Looking over to here, just to get the up-to-date subscriber count, 41,750. Chances are it might push up to about 43,000 tomorrow. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. If you're watching this on October 31st, happy Halloween. But also, just go take a look at it right now with the subscriber count on the workshop page. It's probably higher. So I'm questioning, maybe a lot of people bought it simply because they like anime. And a lot of people on YouTube have commented saying they like it simply because of that. It's a cute cat girl witch with a pumpkin, and if you look at it a little bit more closer, do you notice how the bats are like a bit weird? So just pointing that out. What's going on there? Anyway. I think it's not going to retain value well, because I think there's going to be far too many of these in circulation. 41,736 subscribers, but how many skins did each of those people buy? Because it's actually 41,736 individual people who have bought the skin. We just don't know how many they bought each. There very likely could be 60,000 of these in circulation. Consider that. Maybe a lot of people bought one for themselves, but bought a few more because they thought it was going to go up in price in the future. And of course, I did talk about the likes of last year's Halloween garage door. You know, the witch garage door, the spell. Was it just called the spell garage door? We're going to find out right now, basically. So once we've loaded up all the garage doors, and it's taken its time because we've had 30 garage doors accepted so far this year, and take that into consideration. So many of these are down in price. Yep, so many of these are down in price, and that is not looking very pretty. But more specifically, I want to look at the spell garage door. So I looked at this when I first saw the brand new garage door, last week. And let me just quickly turn on my extension, because like an idiot, I've just realised I don't have it turned on. So let me just quickly flick that on. Steam Inventory Helper, Augmented Steam. Now I can look at it in dollars and look at a lot more. Yes. That is the extension I use if you're confused, because loads of people keep asking me. I can now see a lot more listings. Very thin. It's currently pushing up to $4, which is nice to see, but it is a $4 skin. It was sold at $4, so technically speaking, it's down in price by 5 cents. But anyway, this went down in price during bad times. It went less than $3 at one point, as you can see during the likes of the Easter dip early this year. Now, this right here, the brand new garage door, that's only selling at $3. But there is more of them. The Spell garage door did 25,000 subscribers. That's done about 17,000 more subscribers. And remember, that's bare minimum amount of people who have bought the skin. We don't know how many they bought each. I can't help but assume a lot of people bought this in excess. And when far too much quantity is there compared to actual genuine demand, what's going to happen to the excess stock? It's going to get thrown onto the Steam market. It's going to get thrown onto third-party sites. People who are trying to sell them to get some profit are going to undercut each other, and undercut. And gradually, as time goes on, it will go down in price because there's far too many people competing with each other to sell it. Do not be surprised in the slightest if this potentially has a good few hundred listings on the Steam market. Not good. But is the demand strong enough to keep the price up? That is the main question. You know, I've seen in the past when Whiteout initially came out and Blackout, can't see it on the front page, funnily enough. Let me just go on the second page, it'll probably be there. Wow, okay, that's a bit surprising. What about the third page? Wow, still no Whiteout? Probably because it's pushing to a brand new all-time high price already at the moment. But anyway, Whiteout and Blackout took quite a long time to go up in price because there was a lot of it initially. As time went on, the demand was strong enough that it eventually worked out all right. And it eventually went up to a very nice high point. This right here, well, as time goes on, will it gradually improve? How long will that take? So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know what, if I'm not super confident that it's going to work out well, I'd rather just play it safe, right? I'll just put down a $1 buy order and probably at maximum I'll push up to about $1.50. I can use 2 accounts to do my buy orders. You can try that as well if you want. If the price drops off so quickly that it goes all the way down to about $1.50, I could just remove the buy order, the second one. I can keep my original lowball buy order. I question this a lot, but I've pointed out a lot of potential problems with it. So, yes, I think $1 to $1.50. Now, if you think, no, Hedge, it's going to work out totally fine. It's an anime cat girl. Everybody needs that in their life. You're more than welcome to offer more money. But I personally am thinking more, well, in the further future, when we go through the likes of another dip and whatnot, Easter dip, February, March, April, it's going to be out of season. People aren't going to care that much for it anymore. There's going to be a lot of people trying to sell it. Yep, take that into consideration. It very likely will drop off. It very likely will go down. Also, I just point this out to you. The amount of garage doors we've received this year, what if next year we have even more? And don't be surprised by that. Every single year over the past like 3 or 4 years, we've been getting more and more garage doors. So, including Twitch drops and whatnot. So I think I'm just going to stick with $1 to $1.50. I know that was a bit rambly and all over the place, but there was a lot of information to throw at you. And how many instances this year have we seen a skin sell more than 40,000? I think it's like 5. Some of the neon storages, one of the neon lockers, the first one. I can't think of anything else. Now, they have gone down in price, haven't they? But it does look like they can recover. So, if it's in demand, that could very likely happen to that as well. It's up to you how you approach this. I'm merely offering you a suggestion. Let's move on. Mummy wrap jacket. So, of course, I showcased this with the likes of the Desert Camouflage, San Rhino Tier 3, and, of course, the Desert Raiders hoodie and pants. And it's totally fine. But again, I question, are you going to want to use a jacket in the desert? Now, a lot of people sat there and said, it gets cold at night time. True, but it's pitch black then, and that don't really matter anymore, does it? Okay. But when I was looking at this on Saturday, looking at the progress of sales, I was looking at it and I was thinking it's going to probably reach up to about 19 to 21,000 subscribers. That is what it looked like with the momentum it had. Currently, right now, it's sitting here with 21,500 subscribers. So, obviously, a lot more people did jump onto this. Not by a drastic amount, but are still close. Anyway, it sold at 99 cents, and unfortunately, that is not abnormal. Now, I would have normally gone through all the abnormals by themselves, but it's too late now. I'm looking at that, and I think I probably will just stick with doing a barter on it. I think there is good demand, but again, maybe a lot of people just instantly look at it and say, well, it's a Halloween themed skin, and I just don't trust it, and I don't really need it anymore. I can't help but assume it's still going to drop off. I'm probably going to do like 70 cents to 80 cents. I know I'm kind of like trying my best to figure this out, but I don't know if that whole idea of pairing it up with the Desert Raider stuff is going to really catch on. We'll see. But I think you'll see quite a lot of these being listed fairly soon. Halloween will be out of season. It's not super Halloween gimmicks though. There's no like pumpkins all over it and whatnot. It just looks like a very weirdly, badly made jacket. But obviously, with the intended design, it's supposed to be like a mummy, as in the creature. Then, all right, you get the idea. But yeah, still 70 cents to 80 cents. That's what I'm planning to do. I don't think I'll be buying it. So let's move on. Crypt Armored Door. So it does look nice. It's a lovely collection continuation. I do think Jessen will be producing another Crypt theme skin next year. Just to point out, was it last year he tried to make a large box? That was 2022. Okay. Yeah, no, I would expect more of that in the future. And when this appeared, this obviously bounced up a fair bit. Not a drastic amount, but it did go up a few dollars. Just to remind you, it was already like $12. So, okay. The Crypt Armored Door, selling at $2.49. It's an armored door. And how have armored doors fared so far this year? Oh, yeah. So, it is a question of how often do you even reach the point where you can use an armored door? Perhaps, they just don't get that much usage. Perhaps people look at other armored doors and think, I'd much rather just use that instead. Just pointing things out. Anyway, as you can see, down 44, down 63, down 71, down 18, down 44. Shadow Born's doing alright, but is it super Halloween gimmicked? Not really. But I'm still unsure. Maybe it does a decent job of retaining value, but still goes down in price. Okay. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think I'm going to play it safe with this. I think I just want to stick with doing like a barter of about... I think I want to do like 90 cents to $1.30. I think it will drop off. I don't think it will go down drastically, but I do think it will drop off. Now, of course, as we enter the likes of January time, maybe it just rebounds and goes back up in price. That very likely could happen. And that's something that could happen to all the Halloween skins here. But then Easter dip afterwards. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with 90 cents to $1.30. Very sorry. But I could look up, like, some previous year's Halloween skin. Oh, there you go. Sinister Armored Door. Sold at $3. Sitting there at $1.12. Now, you could sit there and question, oh, but is that like a very Halloween gimmick skin? I mean, I'll be honest with you. It's not like it's directly sitting there and saying, Happy Halloween. No, it's just like a skull with a very strange, cool, glow-in-the-dark formation. I'm kind of surprised that's gone down in price. All right, there's a cobweb there. Cobwebs are everywhere if you don't clean up. Anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, I think I've said more than enough. If you want to go higher, chat, you're more than welcome to do so. Right, let's go take a look at the likes of the Awakened Tier 3. So the face mask, you have basically ended up with 16,000 subscribers. The chest plate has ended up with about 13,500 subscribers. Hopping back over to the likes of the 48-hour analysis, I was looking at that, and it looks like I was spot on. The Tier 3 was going to end up with between 13 to 17,000 subscribers. Okay, it is what it is. I don't think it's going to hold up very well. I talked about this when I first looked at it. So, how do I say this? Halloween-themed clothing and armour, unfortunately, goes down in price. It's like an inevitability. Very sorry to say. But if you go look up the likes of previous years' Halloween armour pieces and whatnot, for example, last year we had Necro Tier 3. And let's just, well, I mean, look at the zombie face mask already down in price. And if I could just quickly point out, yep, Necro face mask down 80 cents, down to 80 cents from $2. If I could scroll down a little bit more, there you go, there's Kraken Shell, 99 cents, now it sells for 70 cents. Scroll a little bit more, Dead Pumpkin face mask, sold at 99 cents, it's currently selling at 70 cents. You get the idea. Also, just to quickly scroll up and take a look at the previous week, we had the likes of the, yep, there you go, that's down by 34%, even the hoodie and pants here. Pumpkin hoodie and pants, they appeared to cause the Tier 2 and the Road Sign gloves to spike in price, but that, unfortunately, went down in price pretty quickly. Why? Very gimmicky for Halloween, I guess. What with the fact that it's quite literally a gigantic pumpkin. Anyway, point I'm trying to get across is, unfortunately, whilst they might look very nice and cool, these Halloween-themed clothing and armor pieces are like inevitably going to go down in price unless they really do stand out. Sometimes we see some skins that look like perfectly fine looking camouflage. A good few years ago we had the likes of the Franken chest plate and face mask. Guess what though? Initially went down to about 30 cents. I know, I'm sorry, but yeah. So I'm looking at the likes of this Tier 3 here, and I think I've got to be honest with you. After seeing the likes of Zombie Tier 3 just drop off real badly last week, I'm not feeling super confident. Just to remind you, the design of the chest plate, I still think looks really cool. But again, how long do people care enough for it and whatnot? Also, do take into consideration the big like brain on the top of this. Now, it doesn't glow in the dark or anything, but still, I think I'm only going to do 30 cents to 40 cents. I'm so sorry, but I can't help but assume, like, history will repeat itself. So, chat, if you want to go higher, you're more than welcome to do so. But me, yeah, 30 cents to 40 cents. Now, let's move on. What do we have right here in front of me? The wooden double door from hell. Chat, YouTube, I think I'm going to jump in and buy some. So, this right here is very likely going to be the only wooden door that we have for the foreseeable future. I don't see wooden double doors being produced that much in the workshop. Maybe skin creators are listening in now and thinking, oh, I'll do one. We might see some for Christmas. Don't be surprised by that. But anyway, I can't help but assume this is going to do a very good job of retaining its value. Now, here's another very nice positive thing to say. When I was looking at the likes of the wooden double door on Saturday, trying to figure out how much it might sell by, obviously, right now, this Wednesday night, Thursday as well, I thought it was going to do 18 to 20,000 subscribers. It's currently sitting here with only 16,000 subscribers. Ooh, it undersold. Ooh, okay. So let me just put it this way. I think over the past year, in all of 2024, I've seen like 4 or 5 like good genuine attempts for a wooden double door skin. How many sheep metal double doors have we seen? 50, 60? Do you understand? Do you get it now? So, I should also point out, it's also part of the From Hell collection, one of the largest collections we have in Rust. Now you might look at that and say, quite a lot of that's down in price. You are correct. But we've just gone through the likes of October. The Locker from Hell, the Jackhammer, even the likes of the Fridge, maybe even the Wooden Door, they are going to go rebound and go back up in price. These 3, for example, usually go up in price when times are good. That's a Wooden Door. This did do a decent job of climbing back up in the past. Basically, the point I'm trying to get across is you could still be a little bit tentative, a little bit cautious, that's fine, but I'll be honest with you, I just don't see any other wooden double doors being accepted anytime soon. Lo and behold, I won't be surprised if a Christmas one gets produced and accepted now. It did happen last year, but just take a look at all the wooden double doors that we have that exist currently, and you might notice that, oh, we only have 8, and 2 of them were Twitch drops. So if you didn't get them, then you never will get them. So, okay, so you got this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and that's it, basically. Also, throughout all of this year, this gingerbread double wooden door's just basically been evens and in the positive. Even though it's been out of season, doesn't matter. And as we get closer to Christmas, you might want to consider jumping on that as well. It's up to you, I'm just pointing out. Anyway, wooden double door from hell. If you're constantly using the likes of sheet metal double doors and of course the likes of garage doors and whatnot, chances are at certain points you probably will be using a wooden double door. Maybe not for long, but still there is usage. And someone said, Hedge, I don't want to use a wooden double door like that and put it at the front of my base. Well, don't. You don't have to. But anyway, you get the idea. So I think I'm looking at that, and I think I'm probably going to do like a $1.70 to $2.20. I'm going in. So I'm going to put a good barter down, and I'm going to buy some. I'm going to buy some. Yes, that is something I'm going to buy tonight because I just can't help but assume it's going to do a-okay. Now, if you don't want to do that, you're more than welcome to relax a bit, but I think it's going to do a very nice job of retaining its value, and we'll see what happens next. So, cool. I feel like I've said more than enough. Let's now go ahead and look at the likes of the not-so-cute sheet metal door. So, yeah, again, cute, goofy, silly idea. Will it hold? Will people appreciate it? Now, I also had to point out, yes, ghosts are very gimmicky for the likes of Halloween, but what about this ghost? Does this ghost scream at you that it's Halloween themed? I mean, I guess. Is it cuter than the anime witch garage door? Anyway, looking at this, I think it's going to do a somewhat decent job of retaining value. I think the design of it might actually stick, like help it retain like interest and value. All right, what I'm trying to say is, normally I'd look at a sheet metal door and I'd say 70 cents to $1, but I'm looking at that and I'm thinking we could probably go a little bit higher actually. I think it might like stick around at like $1.50. I think I'm going to do 90 cents to $1.30. And yeah, just to repeat, yes, sheet metal doors, oof. Yeah, 2024 sheet metal doors, oof. And yeah, it is a Halloween door, oof. But I think people will appreciate him. Look at that cute little guy. Yeah, it does glow as well. I think people appreciate. Do you like it, chat? Chat, a genuine question right now. Do you like the not-so-cute sheet metal door? Do you think it's funny? Do you think it's silly? Would you like to use it in your base? Because I don't think it's going to end up like the Grim Farm sheet metal door. I think this is going to end up worse off. Very cool looking design. Very, very, very Halloween gimmicked. But that will also be a crux for it. This is very likely going to drop off pretty badly because it's just too gimmicky for Halloween and it will be out of season very, very quickly. But the ghost, well, it just looks like a blob, a happy little blob. And people like happy little blobs. Doesn't do anything for me. I have no faith in that. It's mid. I want to put it on the outside of my base. Oh, there we go. Anyway. Okay, so with the likes of this, 90 cents to $1.30. If you don't feel confident in it, offer less. It's up to you. So, cool. Moving on. Dark Magic Library. Now, just to point out, pretty much all the door skins, during the likes of my Saturday 48 analysis, I've basically thought pretty much all of them were going to do like 18 to 20,000 subscribers. So even the sheet metal double door didn't match up. And to my surprise, the wooden double door actually eclipsed it and went further beyond. So, good job, I guess. But they still undersold. Anyway, this has pumpkins. This has skulls and candles. This is gimmicky for Halloween. But sheet metal double doors this year have been quite impressive. The worst performing sheet metal double door was the tempered sheet metal double door. And that went as low as like negative 20%. It's now currently back up to evens. Like these hardly suffered. These hardly suffered. They went for October, hardly suffered. And just to repeat, the amount of sheet metal double doors we've received this year has been absolutely maddening compared to recent years. Like, very much so. So, anyway, the main point I'm trying to get across is, yes, it might end up out of season. Yes, it might go below its trust door price. I don't think it's going to drop off badly. Sheet metal double doors are liked. You would have guessed. Anyway, I think we could do barters of like $1.50 and $2, maybe a little bit more. Because if one sheet metal double door that performed the worst only went down by like 20%, which was the tempered double door, that went down to like $2.50, $2.60. All right, maybe that will probably basically do the same. if you want to play it a little bit safer, you stick with like $2. Maybe you want to go a little bit higher, push up to about $2.20. You're more than welcome to do so. Will it go up in price during the likes of Halloween next year? I don't know. But we have kind of pointed out when we first saw the likes of the Halloween skins with the first week, Halloween skins don't really do a very good job of going back up in price when it's back in season. Yeah. So regardless, it's still sheet metal double door, and by default, I think it will still be getting quite a bit of love. So yeah, I think I'd do $1.50 to $2. During the absolute bad times, yeah, it probably will drop off. How low? I don't think less than $2 would happen. So I think a $2 bardo would be okay. All right. So, all right, cool. Let's move on. Pumpkin Exhibition SAR. Perfectly fine looking SAR skin. Very Halloween gimmick. Very nice. Very cute. 60 cents to 80 cents. Very unfortunate. But quite literally last year, we had the Pumpkin Exhibition AK-47. It's currently sitting there down by 49%. It's Halloween right now, basically. It's October 30. Look at it. I'm sorry. That's what it is. 60 cents to 80 cents. So sorry. But the behaviour very likely will just happen all over again. So, yeah. Then we have Tooth Monster hoodie and pants. Well, just basically remember what I said in regards to the Awakened chest plate. Look at the likes of the hoodie and pants we have from the previous week, which, let me remind you, has other core pieces, tier 2, and of course we also happen to have the likes of roadside gloves and whatnot. You get the idea. Anyway, that's already gone down by 36 and 46%. Do you have that much faith with the likes of the Tooth Monster hoodie and pants here? Now again, next year, maybe we'll see tier 2 armour. Maybe we'll see the likes of tier 3 armour. That'd be cool, but that's not for another year. So, taking that into consideration, how low will this go? I think it's another instance where we offer 30 cents to 40 cents. Yep. Now, of course, the hoodie is abnormal, not the pants, but yeah. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, but Halloween skins, they're not reliable investments. Certain things might hold up well, but not all of them. Yeah, welcome to Halloween clothing. Alright then, let's go ahead and take a look at the GORE AK-47, because Jimmy Tedeschi and Mr. Nolfut, they produced a very cool looking skin, as you can see. It's made out of flesh, it's got eyeballs all over it, it's strange, it's weird, and it's eerie, and it's going to be a 60 cent to 80 cent barter. What makes you say that ever so quickly? Well, much like with the SAR here, go look at what happened last year with the GORE collection, because we had a SAR, and it went down to 45%, down by 45%. Point I'm trying to get across is this is going down in price. We have far too many AK-47s. You just take one quick look at all the AK-47s. Now, some of them have recovered, but they're like special ones. Unfortunately, this is not going to be retaining its price of $2.49. It's just not going to happen. Down 39, down 69, down 13, ooh, down 55, down 40, down 38, down 71, down 59, down 56, down 57, down 57, down 73, down 75. Point made. So, yeah, there's just far too many AK-47s, and that will just get lost in a shuffle, and it's going to be a 60 cent to 80 cent barter. Very sorry, but giving you the honest answer here, so... yeah, cool. Right, so we just basically went through all the Halloween skins. Now you might be questioning, Hedge, how might I want to approach all of these items? I'm not going to do that right now, because technically speaking, I've already made a video discussing all of that. So if you want to learn about how to approach the likes of those Halloween items, consider watching my Rust Halloween Item Investing 2024 video. It's right there. Maybe I have a special card appear in the top right corner right now, so if you were to click it, it'll navigate you to that video. I basically talk about the interesting things, such as the mummy wraps, the likes of the cauldron, and the carvable pumpkin. Cool. We got that addressed. We understand. Cool. Anyway. Hopping back over to the likes of here. Now we can talk about the likes of the Dracula cape. Okay? So this is brand new this year. This is going to become marketable Sunday night going into Monday morning, London time, midnight. Okay? We've got that well understood? Awesome. How much are we going to offer for it? Now, I'm sure you've seen the stupid things that can happen with this. If you wear the likes of a wetsuit, I mean, go look at the very beginning of this video again. Look at the intro. Look at me dancing. I don't have a head. I don't have any legs. I was wearing the NPC suit with that. It has some weird issues. I'm sure that'll get fixed, but at the moment it's quite funny. Anyway. This is, as I said, technically speaking, it's a jacket skin. It's not like mummy wraps. Mummy wraps are something you can spawn with. This you have to make, and you need a tier 1 workbench to be able to make it. It's technically speaking a jacket. Are you going to look at this and tell me? So let's just go to the store page so I can look at some pictures. We don't have any pictures. Okay, well, that's a little bit awkward, but look at it. Do you think that stands out quite a lot? Yes, it does. Are you going to be wanting to wear that throughout all this year? Well, next year, sorry. Over the course of the next year, let's go with that. Are you going to always want to wear that? I don't know. But let me tell you this. You can wear the likes of hoodie with this, and it won't be seen. You'll only see the cape, or rather the cape dress. You can see pants and whatnot. But okay, anyway. That right there, I am questioning it a bit. Now, we've been in this type of position before. Will this be reintroduced next year? Like, do you remember earlier this year when we looked at the likes of the Lunar New Year skins? We had the likes of the Dragon Launcher, a very special brand new item introduced, but we questioned, was it actually going to get brought back? Where is it? Huh. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Sorry, brain. So we're questioning, would that actually be brought back next year? Because this year was the year of the dragon, next year it's the year of the snake. Are we going to see a snake weapon introduced instead of that next year? Or is it going to get brought back again? Is it something that's going to get reintroduced? Don't fully know. And the main thing about that is people actually genuinely wanted to use this. It's a very, very cool, unique, special-looking rocket launcher skin, and lo and behold, it's almost doubled in price. As time went on, it was appreciated. Now, it's been at a higher price before. It's been pushing up to like $12 at one point, if I can recall. That was nice. But anyway, that was a $5.49 skin. All right? The Dracula cape, $6. Kind of similar. Are we going to see the Dracula cape emulate that behaviour? Are we questioning if it's going to get brought back next year? Well, that is a special case, because as I said, look, this year was the year of the dragon. That's what makes me think we're not going to see that potentially being brought back next year. Again, I don't know. I don't work for Face Punch. I don't know what's going on. I still think they potentially might be making a snake weapon. Give me a snake long sword. That'll look silly, but why not? Anyway, let's see how that turns out. That's not for another few months. Back over to the likes of the current Rust store. Back over to looking at the likes of the Dracula cape. I'm looking at you now, okay? You're not a snake, Glassolio. Stop smoking. Anyway, what do you think? I don't think this is going to get used as much as mummy wraps. And mummy wraps, if you've looked at its sales history in the past, again, I just posted that item video for you just a good couple of minutes ago, you would know that this usually always rebounds and goes back up in price around the summertime every single year. Drops down in price during the likes of Halloween because it was reintroduced at a cheap standard price of like $6. But then gradually, over the course of the next year, rises, and you can see that perfectly fine. Like, let me hide liquidity. Liquidity is like the amount of sales. Look at that. It routinely always keeps rising back up. Reintroduced, goes down in price. Rises, reintroduced. Rises, reintroduced. Anyway, you could see that. You understand that, I'm sure. I just don't think the Dracula cape is going to be the same. But there's nothing else like the Dracula cape. So, now I'm remembering the likes of the chicken costume. Alright? I looked at the chicken costume. I questioned it a lot. I thought, is it going to be alright? Also, can you use the chicken costume with the Dracula cape? We might need to test it out. Anyway. We looked at that. We questioned it. It was very stupid, silly, gimmicky, but it retained value. I didn't know how to approach that. I honestly thought this was going to drop off in price around October time. Now, it did happen, but it didn't dramatically drop down in price. I thought this was going to go down to maybe around $3 to $4 at one point, much like how the egg suit basically behaved. Lo and behold, that didn't happen. It's so silly. It's so stupid. But, like, there's nothing else that's like it. And, of course, it's also like a wooden pant skin, technically speaking. Anyway, point I'm trying to get across is that worked out well. I questioned it a lot, but it worked out well. Is the Dracula suit, the Dracula cape, going to be the same thing? I don't know. I've got to think on this. I have more days to question it and whatnot, but I feel like I've said enough things for you to question. At the very least, I don't think it'll dramatically go down in price. Now, just to remind all of you, do you remember when we had the likes of the Dracula mask being introduced last year at $5? How did that behave? Because this is now an actual Halloween item. And as you can see, it's been rising up in price recently. But, you know, ever since it came out, Edge has went from $5 all the way down to about $1.50 at one point. Yeah, it went that low. Now it's $5. And yes, it was a special mask. It's not a face mask. I can't remember what that's the equivalent of. But anyway, point I'm trying to get across is You there? I don't think you're going to be getting that much usage, and it makes me think you're probably going down in price. And I think I'm probably only going up to about $3. And I'll do multiple barters. I might do a $1 barter, I might do a $2 barter, I might do a $3 barter. That probably would be an okay thing to do. But if I'm not super confident in something, I don't go too strong. So, yeah. Right. A jacket is more than a jacket. It's a piece of armour, one step up from the high poncho, one step down from road sign. But will people use it as armour? I think it stands out too much. I'm just reading what Shiftless Drifter said. Maybe only if they have to. I can't help but assume they'd probably just want to use a jacket. So, I feel like that's a nice little conclusion there. Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It'll be super helpful to hear that. Sounds good? Cool. Right, let's talk about what we're potentially going to see tomorrow. So I'm sure you're well aware that we are seeing the likes of like normal skins being submitted again for workshop as of like last week. And as you can see here, there's a lovely batch of brand new skins right here in front of us. And, you know, long story short, I have a Rust Workshop skin check video right here for you. Look at all the collection continuations that we've seen. I have seen the likes of Ultramarine Tier 3 armor. I have seen the likes of Cheese Tier 3 being produced. Why? I don't know, but it was there. Neanderthal Tier 2. The return of Heavy Knight Tier 2 as a version 2. Apocalypse. I've completely botched the spelling there. Apocalypse Nomad Clothing version 3. Abyssal 9.6 and whatnot. Black Diamond's return with a crossbow. Very, very cool. But there's also one very interesting, delicious detail. And I don't have it on me right now. Let me just quickly go find it. By the way, it's Complete the Sets. Complete the Sets is happening in November. But unfortunately, I've appeared to have lost the screenshot showcasing this. Oh, here it is. It's right here. From TGG server, also known as that German guy. As you can see, right here in front of you, it looks like we're going to have it potentially for the second week of November. Not the November Force Wipe next week, but the second Rustor of November. And if it's going to be like previous Complete the Sets, chances are we might potentially have another week after that. Or, at the very least, we're going to be seeing a lot of very random late picks for all the Rustors in November. All right? Sounds good? Cool. Cool. So that's definitely happening. And, of course, you're probably sitting there right now and feeling the need to shout out, oh, I need flashbacks, Hedge. I'm so down bad. I need it so desperately. No. I need Thunder Gold. No. I need Sand Runner. I need some camouflage skins, Hedge. I need it. Look at me. I'm so desperate. I need it. I know, I hear you all the time. Shut up. Everyone's always going on about this. So in this same video, look at the description. Complete the Sets Candidates collection is right there as well. Get a good look at this collection. Here you go, chat. I'm going to go post it to you right now. Everyone's praying already. Why not the pineapple pizza target? Anyway, ramen shop, vending machine and whatnot. Now just remember, all of these skins that you see here, they're not the specific skins, they are representatives of their collections. Look at it as if it's the pizza collection, the ramen shop collection, the glacial visage collection, the shadowborn collection, porcelain collection, blocky collection. So many collections right there. Just take a look at them. So yeah, start praying, I guess. Anyway, let's talk about more specifically what to expect with tomorrow's Rustor. So, lots of very interesting skins right there. Lots of very interesting skins indeed. And as I said, interesting looking collection continuations have been produced. That Neanderthal coffee can helmet's really, really cool. It's just like a giant skull. That is a wonderful piece of work there, Mr. Zink. What do you think, chat? That's pretty sweet. So, let's see if that potentially gets accepted. And as we could just quickly navigate back over to here. With the delay of the Halloween update, I would not be surprised if these Halloween items persist into the next Rustor. Also, take into consideration that the next Rustor is October 31st, you know, the actual Halloween. Yeah, I think they'll be persisting. I think part of me thought maybe they get rid of them next Sunday, when they, you know, because they brought these on Sunday, didn't they? But I think they're going to stick around until we have the November Force Wipe Rustor. I think that's what's going to happen. Again, I'm thinking. I'm not declaring it. So, anyway, yeah, that very likely will happen, along with the likes of the brand new Dracula cape. You get the idea. Now, if I could just quickly also point out, we also happen to have a top picks list from TGG. Now, I've already looked at all of these skins the previous week, but you might notice Forest Red, a small box, Harbour Seal, Sheep Matador, like lots of interesting skins right there. Get a good look at that. Cheese Hoodie and Pants, Tank Armor, version 2 for the tier 2. Lots of interesting things. Now, if I could just quickly look at the likes of micro522.com, just quickly refresh right now, just to make sure sure I'm fully up to date. With all the newest skin submissions, by default, it will showcase them in order of like support. And support's basically figured out upvotes versus downvotes, favourites. You get the idea. The top performing skins as of now are the Prison Transparent Treatment Door. Now I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I don't think that's coming out. Why? Because it's like stupidly transparent. And they didn't produce a version with like non-transparency. So as much as that has a lot of support, I'm doubting. All right, if they accepted that, oh my god. Anyway, metallic beast bearskin rug, a very strange metallic creature. Is it a bear? Not really. It's something. We've got the tier 2 toolbox produced by Mr. 32, Mr. 38. Sorry, I looked at 2. Brain, stupid, dumb. Then we have the likes of the prison. Okay, same thing. Let's get that Frontier sleeping bag. Hurrah! Wasn't that submitted? Oh wait, that's actually a very late pick from the previous week. Anyway, look over the Hex Garden. Wow, look at this. And then again, it's another issue where there's far too much transparency. Look at that. But they did produce a version which doesn't have all that transparency, which you can see right there. So yeah, cool. Still very cool looking design. And then you have protector sheet metal door, garage door, L96s, lots of interesting skins right there in front of you. Cool. So take a look at micro522.com, a link in the description, get a good look at all of that, and also take notice of the upvote to downvote ratio. Cool. Right. So anything else that needs to be mentioned? Well, the commits. Well, new skinnables. What's that? Yes, on the horizon. Okay. It looks like we're getting some items that are going to become skinnable now. What are they going to be? Well, if we could just quickly navigate over to that German guy's top picks list, you might notice that every single top picks list just so happens to have this straw poll right there. Click it. Now, what it's going to ask you for is what item in the game, which currently isn't skinnable, what would you like to see become skinnable? Now, by default, you might click something and go, what's going on? Nothing's happening. You have to drag them in order of what you would prioritise. So whatever is number 1 would get the most points, 44. So let's just say, oh, I'd love to see horse armour because I remember Oblivion. Anyway, if I really wanted a horse armour to become skinnable, I'm going to put that as number 1. It's going to get 44 points. And if I thought, you know what, flamethrower, that'd be really funny if we could get some skins of that. Okay, there you go. I put that as number 2. Now it gets 43 points. So I'm sure you can understand that if you just put them all in order of what you'd prioritise to become skinnable, and then you submit it, cool. Scroll down. I can quickly look at the results. Now just remember this, only a few thousand people have taken part in this. And as you can see, Tool Cupboard was on top. Now this has been going on for about almost 2 years now. We already have Tool Cupboard skins. They're not skinnable for skin creators to make skins, but we have had skins in terms of, you know, there's a general skin that you can buy right now, and there's the promotional one if you use that service I can't remember the name of. So sorry, brain not think good. Currently talking. Beds, handmade LMGs, tactical gloves, minicopter, high external walls and gates. And let me just quickly point out to you, in the commits, I have seen mentions of Adobe high external walls and gates, and also Frontier. I think that might be something that might be coming just around the corner. It's been mentioned, but you know, Face Punch will work on something and then like not work on it for a very long time again. So just point that out. But I have seen that being mentioned. That might be some DLC on the horizon. Wolf headdress. I really do feel like that needs to be something. I always keep forgetting wolf headdress isn't skinnable. I think there's going to be a lot of very interesting, cool designs that could be made with that. Lots of very cool primitive sets would appreciate that. Prototype 17 pistol, M92 pistol, large furnace. You could have, someone could do like a castle-themed large furnace. Sandcastle as well. There you go. There's definitely ideas. But these are the top performing ones. And as we gradually go down at the bottom, just going to point this out. These were added later on. Not nail gun. People really don't care for the nail gun. But these 5 here were added later on. All right. So if you're questioning why do they have such low points, they were added later on. Cool. So you get the idea. Consider giving that a good look. And yeah, I guess they're being noticed. Just point that out. So yeah. New skinnables. Hooray! What will they be? I have no idea. The last new skinnable items we had were, what were they? They were the L96 and the Road Sun gloves 3 years ago, 2021. It's been 3 years. Yep, that is the case. Yes. So that's cool. That's something to look forward to. And I probably should shut up now because if I keep talking, we'll be here for another 2 hours. You're watching Hedge. You should realise this by now. Anyway, I'm good. I'm done. Let's skip ahead now, do those bar orders, and see how everything turns out. Okay, the first early abnormal barders for the next 6 months. It's midnight. Here we go. All the Europeans are so much happier right now. Sheep in the door. No. What about this? No. What about this? No. Oh, there we go. And, oh, 267 bars already. It is what it is. Over to here. No. Which garage door? That already has 1,089. What? Well, that happened. Wooden double door. Hello. Alright. No, okay, do you know what? I'm going to go over to the other batch of barders immediately. I said I want to go to the other batch of barders immediately. Thank you very much. Diddly diddly do. And I want to go jump on to likes of you. $2. What was it? Something like that. Yeah, gone strong. Okay, you. Price suggestion. I said, maybe $2. I can do that. I can. Do I want to? I'm totally capable, and I am. Right, which garage door? Second buy order. I am concerned. Very much concerned. We've got the botted buy order with 200 at 124. That's probably about around $1.50. I did say $1.50. I think I will go 134. And I'll request 40. And I'll see how things turn out. Right, back over to here. Do we have any more barders to do? No. Yep. Right, armoured door. Concerned. Yes, I was. I looked at the Crypt armoured door. It's a cool look design. A lovely collection continuation. However, 90 cents. And then we have the Awakened face mask. I have, like, no faith. I don't really have that much faith in me, sorry to say. And I've missed out, it seems, so I'm just going to request 50 at this price. And chestplate, how you doing? Nope, don't exist. What about the hoodie? Nope, don't exist. I think we've probably done enough barders, so what we're going to do now is we're going to skip ahead, and then we'll look at the abnormal barder spot, and just see how things are holding up. Alright people, how are we doing? So obviously it's been more than 40 minutes, we've been waiting quite a lot, and unfortunately not every single skin is currently like marketable. Well, more specifically, no one's listed them. So Awakened chestplate, GORE AK-47, the Tooth Monster, hoodie, none of them appeared. I'm under the impression that everybody isn't fully aware that the skins can become marketable at this time now. For the next 6 months, of course. But yeah, give it maybe another hour or so. They'll probably eventually appear. Fine, cool. Anyway, let's just quickly scroll down. As you can see, prices for the skins have started to appear. There's one interesting little detail that I didn't consider until someone pointed out. Is this the top-selling garage door ever? Let's go ahead and quickly find out. So let's just go compare based on highest subscriber counts. See where that fares. So come on, which garage door? Let's go see this. Because when you look at all the other garage doors near it, you might notice they're not exactly holding up very well. So just to confirm, Dance Club garage door, which was accepted in 2021, that did 44,000 subscribers. Right now, this is sitting here with 42,000 subscribers. And then you look to the right here, we have the Shipping Container garage door, 41,785 subscribers. It's basically half in price. This right here, sold for $3, is basically half in price. You see this right here, sold for $3.49, is basically half in price. Do you see like a bit of a trend there? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This might be in trouble. Well, you know, we talked more than enough about it earlier. Let's actually look at all these skins now, look at their barter support and question, are we actually going to jump in and buy into these skins? Wooden double door from hell. I was very positive about it earlier. I'm looking at the barders right now. I'm still very positive about it. It's selling in a Rust store right now at $2.49. And as you can clearly see, there's a lot of barders pushing up to and above $2. So yes, this does look like it's going to retain its value. And it doesn't look like it's going to go down in price anytime soon. Now just to quickly point this out to you, I am the $2.15 barder. I am going to remove it because I wanted to do this barter with a different account. But unfortunately it doesn't have that much money. It's almost exhausted, basically. I need to add some more money. I want to buy these at $2.15, but I'd rather do it with an account that can't do any more barders anymore compared to the account that I've done the barders with on this account. So anyway, just sticking with what I'm talking about here. Yes, that does look like a perfectly fine thing to consider buying. It doesn't look like it's going down in price anytime soon. And I've talked more than enough about this earlier to point out that I don't think we'll be seeing any more wooden double doors for a while in regards to skins. So yeah. jump in, buy some. Will it instantly go up in price? Well, don't assume this is going to be a huge, massive, insane profit, but consider it's a perfectly fine skin that's going to do a decent job of retaining value, even during like the bad times. And no, it's looking good. So, all right. If we do not see any more wooden double doors for quite a long time, I think it will gradually and graciously rise up in price. It's up to you what you do with that information. Now, moving on to the likes of the Dark Magic Sheet Metal Double Door, Dark Magic Library Sheet Metal Double Door. $3 skin, it's got barders pushing all the way up to $2, which is what we suggested. I think this will drop off eventually, but it didn't sell that much, so we'll see. But anyway, look, if it ended up like going down to about $2.50, that's fine. And yeah, it is gimmicky for Halloween, but does it matter too much? We shall see. Sheet Metal Double Doors have been very reliable this year. I know we've had a lot of them. I've been crying every time we've seen a new one, but seems to be holding up, and that very likely might hold up just as good. But just to be cautious, we still kind of only went about like 66% of the way. So, cool. You could just probably stick down a strong barder and pick these up potentially for a cheaper price. AKA, if you're thinking about buying a bunch of these for $3, you could probably put down like a $2.30 barder, pick these up for about 70 cents cheaper. I think you will eventually buy them if you're the highest barder. Yeah, you could push it up to $2.50 if you want to. Still buy these for 50 cents cheaper. I don't know how low it's going to go, but I do believe eventually it will dip below its rustle price. So, cool. Then we have the Witch Garage Door. Now, this is the one with the most buy orders. But as you can see, for a $3 skin, it's only gone up to about $1.70. Yes, that is the case. So, do you think this is retaining its value? At the moment, no. And that little thing that we just showed off a minute ago, talking about higher subscriber counts, all those garage doors around it, they weren't holding up very well, were they? No. So, these listings, gradually more and more are going to appear. Now, as I said a little bit earlier as well, I don't think everybody is well aware that they can list this on the Steam market right now. So, how many of these are going to appear? Oh, look, another one's just appeared. How many of these are going to appear by lunchtime tomorrow? You might be watching this during your lunch break right now. How many are there right now? Has this improved? If not, you're probably just better off sticking with a barder. Now, if you want to actually grab these, you could probably do a $2 barder, save yourself $1, but there's going to be a lot of these eventually, I'm sure. I will not be surprised in the slightest if eventually, as time goes on, there's like a good few hundred of these listed on the Steam market, and it's below its rustle price. Or maybe the demand for cute cat girl anime girls is so strong that it retains value. We'll see. We'll see. This silly garage doors had so much commotion all over all of it, but alright, we're done. It's over with. We don't have to worry about it too much anymore. Barders, my suggestion, let's see if that holds up nicely, or maybe even then it might still be too much. We'll see. So let's give it some time. Alright, Crypt Armored Door. Now, this didn't really have that many barders, and it really ain't going that high. Yeah, so people played it safe, and that seems to be the case. Yeah. Barders are basically stopping at $1. People don't have that much faith in armored door skins. So if you really wanted to buy this, you could probably put down like a $1.50 barder, buy these for $1 cheaper. You very likely will be getting a lot of them. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. The Awakened Face Mask, as of now, you can see there's only 5 listings. It's currently listed at $3.25. The buy orders, they're only going up to about 50 cents. They're only going up to about 50 cents. It don't look good. It don't look good. Halloween's clothing and armor skins. Ta-da! Yeah, that's the state of that, I'm afraid. That is the state of that. So, yeah, I don't think that'll be retaining value. I don't know how low it's going to go, but I don't think we'll be seeing this holding up very nicely. So, yeah. Oh. Then we have the Not So Cute Sheet Metal Door, and selling at $2.49. The highest barter is just barely over $1. Looks like nobody wanted to go near it. All right, well, that sucks. I thought it's cute. I thought people would like that. I am the $1 barter here. Well, basically, I'm the $1.06 barter, just to clarify. But, all right, well, there you go. Okay. All right. And then we have the 3 remaining skins right here. Refresh, refresh, refresh. They're not there. Right then. So that's the only skin I'm feeling confident in buying. You could probably buy some Sheet Metal Double Doors as well, but definitely this one. Definitely this one. Especially with the support that we see here. Right, so that's basically a wrap. That's everything. That is the Halloween for 2024. And yes, I know tomorrow's October 31st. I think it's only the items that are going to persist, but it's going to be regular, normal Ruskins for tomorrow. Cool. Understood. And don't forget, Dracula Cape, that's going to become marketable Sunday night, going to Monday morning, London time, midnight. Yep, so you're aware of that. Keep track of that. Cool. Now, I'm probably going to record a special video for that. I don't think it'll come out, like, very quickly. But it'll probably come out not the next weekend, but maybe the weekend after. I don't fully know yet. We'll see how that turns out. But this right here, it's interesting. There's probably quite a lot more to talk about it. But if they don't fix these glitches, I might buy it purely because of that. Well, I already own one for myself. But people are probably going to keep buying it just so they can be invisible. I'm sure that'll be fixed with the November Force Wipe update. So, okay, cool. We'll see how all this turns out. And that's it. That's a wrap. So what do you think will potentially be accepted in tomorrow's Rust store? Feel free to go ahead and take a look at my Rust Workshop skin checks for October 29, 2024. And, of course, TGG's top picks, October 2024, week 5. It's all right there. And you can look at the likes of my YouTube. And, well, that's for the items. But, again, Rust Workshop skin checks for the likes of the brand new skins. Yeah, you get the idea. Cool. And once again, just to quickly go over to here, I've got to quickly find this. Where is it? I'm trying to find the video. Shadowhopper posted. I've lost it. So I'm going to go over to here, go to my section, and yeah, here it is. Mr. Shadowhopper. He's put out a video. So go look up Shadowhopper on Twitter. I'll probably have it linked in the description. Take a look at his little presentation here. Take a look at Skellalister. Oh, yes. I mean, you saw it in the intro of this video, but he's done a lovely little thing here. We're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. I demand you do. And even I've demanded bone-related things. I'm quite literally losing my head over this.